Hi, I'm Danny from Gen X.
And I'm Jay from Gen Z.
And this is I Dare You to Play. King's Quest V. Graham gets divorced. He dons his adventurer's cap and goes out into the wonderful world of post-divorce.
What?
Yeah. I know it's called Absence Makes the Heart Go Yonder, but at the beginning of the game, some evil wizard shows up, steals his house, steals his wife, steals his kids, and everybody in town pretends like they don't know him. It's just like divorce.
Bro.
Oh, and his only friend is an annoying owl.
Rip.
Hi, welcome to episode 0 of I Dare You to Play
King's Quest V.
King's Quest V.
I dare
Absence.
you to play King's Quest V.
Absence makes the heart go yonder.
In lowercase. Why?
What do you mean?
It's in lowercase. If it's the title of the game, shouldn't... Never mind.
You know, I've had this fight with other people. They apparently didn't pass that part of lit class. They're like, why do you capitalize every main word? I'm like,
No,
it's a title.
Because you're fucking supposed to.
I know.
Anyway,
the and go, maybe not, but...
I think go should
Go,
be capitalized.
go's probably
but
capitalized, yeah.
The probably doesn't
Alright.
matter. There's an owl.
Yep, King's Quest V.
Is it wearing a fucking...
You'll see. Executive producer, blah, blah, blah. Game designer, Roberta Williams.
Hey!
Hey!
Alright.
Creative consultant, blah, 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 blah. Here's some cool names of everybody who worked on this game.
Read all the names of the amazing
Corey Cole's on this. Boom!
Who's Corey Cole?
Quest for Glory.
Oh.
He's one of the people for Quest for Glory. Anyway, notice this weird box with all the letters in it. It's kind of weird, right?
Cool. I'm sure you know exactly what that means, and I don't.
It's long time ago.
Fancy.
I know, a long time ago in the Kingdom of Daventry, there were 3 magical treasures that kept the kingdom strong and purposeful.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's all a recap. For those who don't remember, go watch
Jesus.
our previous version. So in King's Quest 1,
Yes.
we were a knight who became king by collecting the 3 treasures, which were...
The mirror and the chest. And what the fuck was the other thing?
The shield.
Thank you. God.
Which is, ironically, seems to always be the last one you get, but if you get it at the beginning of the game, then you're invincible for the rest of the game.
I know. But it's the hardest one to get, which for obvious reasons.
Right. So, in King's Quest 2, he sees a vision of a beautiful woman in the mirror.
Oh yeah, that one.
And then he traipses off to
that one was kind of weird.
open the dimensional doors or whatever, and which we still need to go back and replay.
God,
the remake.
I hated that part.
We need to play the remake of that though, because I've heard that they really updid it. It's actually called Romancing the Stones.
So that you still have to read the fucking thing before you can open the door, because that was annoying.
I don't know that it has anything to do with doors anymore.
Oh.
I think they changed it that much. It's called Romancing the Stones, and there's talking stones in this one.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to play that.
Yeah, it's like a...
Anyway, that'll be on our Twitch, so, let's just plug that. Yeah, that's in the description. Go follow us on Twitch.
Anyway, became parents of twins, a son and a daughter. Life in Daventry was peaceful and good, blah, blah, blah.
And the son got kidnapped.
Right? Powerful wizard named Mananan. This is one to kidnap infant boys and raise them to be as slaves. His most recent vassal, a boy he called Gwydion, was, however... Gwydion... unusually bright and perceptive. He mastered some of Manannan's things. That was King's Quest 3. Go watch that channel if you're not familiar with it.
Watch the channel. Watch the playlist.
Yeah, watch the playlist. He defeats a 3-headed dragon to save his sister, Rosella, and saves Daventry, right?
Yep.
And then, years later, King's Grim's health began to fail. It doesn't say in later years, because actually it was as soon as the sun came back, right?
Right.
He's throwing... No, it was that...
was literally as he was throwing the fucking
As he's throwing the hat at the end of the game, his health fails.
And he just has a heart attack and, like, I don't know, almost dies, I guess.
Right, and only a magical fruit from the land of Tamir, because this berry bitch just shows up and is like, I can help you if you help me.
Right.
Quid pro quo. So then we become Rosella in King's Quest IV. Feel free to go watch that game, and we travel to Tamir, and we solve all their problems. And we get this fruit, we come back, we save our dad.
I like that one. There was no love story in it.
It tried to be, and she's just like, no.
I know, right? She, like, actually, like, politely rejected it. And
she's like, I don't know you well enough, right?
Right? And it, like, made sense. It was like, oh my god.
But she didn't actually totally rebuff him, though. Like, he could totally show up as a suitor later.
That's true.
Like, she's like, well, I
know
just...
what? I would actually be okay with that, because that isn't some stupid shit where it's like, I just met you, let's get married and have children. Graham?
Because that works out for everybody who goes to Vegas. So...
Oh.
Or Florida. So here we go to the new stuff, right?
Why Florida?
We know somebody who ran off and got married in Florida after a month, right? Yeah.
I bet he's probably not watching this.
No, probably not. With the king's health fully restored and his family together once more, it was a happy and fulfilled Graham who set out for a walk in the forest one spring day, almost a year since Rosella had returned from Tamir.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The kingdom was peaceful and prosperous again, and the people were content.
And then it was...
Birds were singing in the trees. It seemed an auspicious sign.
Oh.
As Graham was contemplating his good fortune, a sharp wind blew into the woods from the east, whirling up sticks and leaves into his path, and startling the birds into silence. The air grew suddenly colder. It seemed an unexpected storm was approaching. Graham began to walk back toward the castle, his joyful mood broken by a dark foreboding. When he reached the top of the gentle rise overlooking his home, he was horrified to see only empty space, where the royal castle of Daventry had stood only minutes before. Cold fear gripping his heart. Where is his family? What had happened to them? Woo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! An owl hooted behind him, but Graham scarcely heard it over the pounding of his heart. I can tell you what happened, came a voice behind him, and Graham spun around to confront a large owl in a blue vest and spectacles.
What?
I know what happened to your castle. I saw it all, said the owl.
God, we have talking animals now. Wait, I think we already had that.
Journey to the magical world of King's Quest once again on a quest for the missing castle and the royal family of Daventry.
The fucking castle just goes missing? That's the plot of this game?
Yeah, absence makes the heart go yonder.
What the fuck?
Now,
well, I mean, we've read it.
So I mean, that's really all of like the beginning here, right? But now I do want to touch on this. This game was released in 1990, so you have all these instructions. So you've got MS DOS instructions, Atari instructions, Amiga Macintosh, right?
There was a Nintendo one too, I think.
Yeah, so we were looking for the manual online, and I found a Nintendo that had the Nintendo controller.
Fucking NES.
Yeah, and the book was like a small CD size, right? Like,
yeah.
Getting started, make backup of all your stuff, right? Create a save game disc, because back in the day you used to have to put in your save game disc, right? So here's how you install the game for MS-DOS.
Oh my god.
Whether you got 5 1/4 drives, 1.35 drives.
Yeah, because this was the point in time where technology was kind of all over the place. There were a lot of advancements, but a lot of people also couldn't afford it. So
well, yeah, it was advancing so fast. Like, literally every 6 months there was something new, right? Yes. So, loading instructions. So here's your Atari.
It's like technology's version of the baby boom.
If you're going to install it on a hard disk, right? Like, there's separate instructions on how to install it to your hard drive. Like, there's the Amiga.
Yeah.
So if you have
using a mouse.
If you have a one-button mouse, because that was a thing for a while, right? It tells you how to play the game with a one-button mouse, which I believe is what the Macintosh had. And then if you have a two-button mouse, and then there was a three-button mouse. And then how to use the keyboard, which Jay still hasn't figured out on how to, like...
Listen, shut the fuck up. God.
But yeah, technically you still have a 3-button mouse. Most people's scroll wheel clicks, right? So
Right.
before the scroll wheel, there was just the 2 buttons, right? So so this is fun, right? Like using a joystick to play. That was a thing a lot of people did. And then it actually takes time to explain the icon bar because it's new.
Right.
You know, so this is one of the point-and-click games. Also notice every single page has those weird symbols at the top. Just to throw that out there.
Why?
It's probably like the right protection for the game. It'll probably throw up symbols and you have to spell a word or something. So the icon bar, like, look, here's walk and da-da-da-da. So the walk icon, you want to move the character from place to place on the screen. The walking character will move until it encounters an obstacle. Right? And then here's another version of the walking thing, right? Like the walking cursor, mouse mode only. The travel icon, when you want to travel longer distances without stopping, a traveling character will move as far from the edge of the screen, avoiding obstacles in its path. There's one to walk specifically, I want to walk here, and there's a travel, like, I want to walk all the way over there, I guess.
What?
And there's the look icon, and the action icon, which is a hand, the talk icon. Most of these you're already familiar with. The item icon, right? Inventory. The save restore icon is actually a 5 1/4 floppy.
Nice.
And the stop icon, when you want to pause the game, quit, play, blah, blah, blah. Controls, information about the other icons, in case you forgot. From time to time during the game, it may be necessary to use Crispin's wand to cast a spell. These times a window will appear telling you which spell to cast and showing you 4 symbols. These are the symbols that activate the spell.
Fuck.
Below the symbols are the letters in English alphabet to make the spell work. Find each symbol and its matching letter in your game manual and select the on-screen letter that matches the symbol.
Jesus.
Hard disk users, right? Like double diskette drive systems, single diskette drive systems. Like, because some, you know, oh, I got to swap it. Please insert disk 2.
Yeah.
Right? Or you could, about this time, you had multiple drives, so you could just put all the disks in and it would just access the other disk automatically.
Oh my gosh.
And then you were playing really fast. You didn't have to stop and take it out. Dude, and I can hear the noise in my head. There was like a little lever that you could hear it. It would just go ka-chunk. Right? Like, because you're literally putting the drive, like, thing down in, like, when you twisted it, I wish, anyway, I'm using my hand to show, Jay, that you had to twist this little thing.
Yeah, we don't have a camera for this
So-
one because it's all reading.
So when you undid it, it would kind of fly up. Ka-chink! Right? Like,
Yeah.
anyway, it made a very distinct sound. We turning that little fucking lever to, like, lock the disc in. Of course, the disc wasn't all the way in. You'd, like, fucking damage it, and, yeah.
Rip.
That's why it says make backups at the beginning. So, yep, service is available, blah, blah, blah. It is illegal to make unauthorized copies of this software. And then there's the back cover.
Nice.
That's it. Episode 0 is super short. It's King's Quest. It's just a, remember this is what happened in our other games. And here's the setup for this game. Here's your hook. Have fun, kids, right?
The castle goes missing.
The whole fucking castle goes missing.
The entire goddamn... How the hell do you... Where the fuck... Like, I've lost my coat before, which is some dumb shit. How the fuck do you lose an entire goddamn castle?
I don't know, but you're so good at losing literally everything you own. If you had a castle, I feel like you could lose it. You'd be like, I had it just yesterday.
That's like some fucking shit that Roger would do. This isn't Space Quest.
Maybe Roger's involved somehow.
God.
As he pointed out, this one comes out before Space Quest 4. He goes back in time. Oops, I just bumped into this castle.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I still wonder if those 2 universes are actually connected.
Of course they
are.
are.
How we ended up forming a whole fucking religion.
Followers of the Golden Mop.
Yep.
Join us.
Yep.
Or else.
Unless you're a lime jello eater, don't fucking join us then.
Join us or get swept under the rug.
Wow. Like, honestly though, seriously, if you're a lime jello eater, why do you even watch this channel? Get out.
Still bitter about those Pirates of Pestulon, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not allowed. That's like the one and only rule of our religion. Can't eat lime jello.
King's Quest 5. Alright. Well, that's it. We'll see you in episode 1.
Okay, bye.
See ya. Check out the links down below. Check us out on your favorite platform. We're around somewhere. See ya. Bye.